Howdy ho everyone, welcome back to the Rocks Roost. It's time for another demo. This one is Delverium. This is by a small team in Queensland, Australia that goes by Sagestone Games. This is a demo that was dropped on Steam back in February of this year being 2025. But it just came to my attention the other day and it looked like it had some promise, so I figured I'd check it out. And since I'm checking it out, I might as well check it out with you. I'm interested to know what you think about it, so be sure, once you've watched the video, to leave me a comment letting me know. This is a single player and potentially multiplayer game. It has split screen co-op for up to 4 players. So you can do couch co-op with this one. It is procedurally generated, and it is a survival sandbox game. So this is kind of like if Stardew Valley and Terraria sort of merged into a thing with some very light roguelike elements as well. Without any further ado, let's jump in. Welcome to the Delverium demo. Delverium is currently in development with a big D. This demo with a big D offers a few hours of early game content and, for the adventurous, a final battle against the first boss. What to expect in the demo: building, farming, mining, crafting, and combat, plains, forests, swamps, and dungeons to explore, split screen co-op with friends. Well, I'm all by my lonesome, so we won't be seeing that today. Coming in the full game, significantly more content and features, deeper NPC behavior and interactions, quests and player guidance, online multiplayer, rebindable controls, fishing and cosmetics, and game lore. So we're looking at a sort of bare bones sandbox experience here, but that should be fine. I have a test character that I played just a little bit of, but we're going to trash him. And we're going to create a new one. We're going to make us a some that looks good. That looks a lot like me, actually. Let's see. Of course, I'm fatter. But anyway, let's see. Hair color. My hair is well, there's nothing here that really matches my hair, but that's good enough. That's close. That's good. Okay, confirm it. World select. World.WSV. I guess that's the one we'll do. This is the same world, I guess, that I was playing in earlier. All right, so we're spawned in here. We have some familiar looking elements. We have a hotbar up at the top left. And we start with an axe made of wood, apparently. A wooden pick, a wood hammer, and 5 torches. We also have empty slots and a sack. In our sack here, we have our inventory slots. We have our equipment slots for body armors and, I guess, for accessories. Crafting items here. We have torches, various walls and doors and windows and etc., etc., etc. You see what we have here. So if you've played Terraria, this is very familiar to you, the way this works. Alrighty. We can left click uses the selected weapon, so we could use the axe to grab the straw. Okay, that's interesting. WASD moves us around. All right, so the flowers give us medicinal herbs. What do the pink flowers give us? Straw. Plant fiber. All right, so the pink flowers don't give us anything. Now, like Minecraft, again, I've not actually played Minecraft, but I know enough about it. When it gets dark, baddies start coming for you. So you need some shelter. This is, we have like no protection right now. Here's a rock. Hold the button down to, it's kind of distracting that the pointer stays on the screen. Is that normal? Let's see, options, graphics. Okay. Interface. I mean, I guess it has to. I mean, it needs to be in this part of the game, but it doesn't really need to be on the screen for the whole game, so we'll just move it. Let's, maybe the axe would maybe be better. Now, we're sort of defenseless here. We need a sword. All right. We need to cut down some trees, I guess, and start making a home. I assume that's what you need to do. Again, there's, if you like minimal tutorializing, this is how you would accomplish that. There's another game that this game is like, and that is called Necesse. Don't know if you've seen that. There's a zombie. It would be nice if the pointer was not just the regular pointer, you know. I'm an axe zombie murderer. Smelly gunk. If it was actually themed to match the rest of the aesthetic, that would be nice. I've not played Necesse, but I am aware of it, and this game seems very similar. Come on. Copper coin. Wood. We need wood. I'm sure we need to build a home. In my very brief time playing, just to make sure that it loaded up and worked properly, there was an NPC right where you start that told you a few things. I guess we don't have that luxury here. Maybe if we had started a new world, we would. I don't know. All right, I'm getting tired of the bats. Here's a zombie. Down you go. I like the idea of having more medicinal herbs. And like in Dragon Quest Builders, they are medicinal. I mean, they, yeah, they're medicinal. They are plentiful. Oh my God. We're about to die. I mean, axe is probably not the best thing to go after a bat with. Admittedly. You know, I'm curious. Let's kill this bat. Okay, so just out of curiosity, let's quit this world. Let's go with the same player. Let's make a new world. See if it spawns us next to the NPC. It does. Okay. So, in a world that's already been generated, I guess when you spawn in, it just drops you somewhere randomly. This is much better for our purposes. Hello. Floyd the Forager. Hey there, you look like a player character to me. Haven't seen one of you around these parts in a long time. All right, Floyd, what can you tell me? Hello. Hardly the Beagle is here. Everybody say hi to the Beagle. What do you say, Sonny? Yes, we love our Beagle. You can forage the nearby areas to gather straw, wood, stone, and all sorts of useful materials. Use foraged materials to craft tools, equipment, buildings, and other items. What can I do for you? Let's talk. If you don't mind a bit of danger, you can explore further to forage for more exotic resources. Keep an eye out for caves, even, and dungeon entrances, too. They contain some great materials if you can survive long enough. What about a room? I am happy to sell you foraged materials, but I need a cozy home first. So you're a freeloader. Okay. If you have a spare bed and a valid room, then I can move in and set up shop. How bizarre. It doesn't look like you have a spare room for me to move into yet. A room requires a bed, walls, door, flooring, and a light source. Rooms can be used to house NPCs and to set a spawn point for players. What can I do for you? No. No, this is not Griswold. This is Floyd. Nothing, Floyd. Thanks for nothing. Okay, so checking our inventory, we have jack squat. No. Oh, yeah, we collected this because we were fooling around in the other place. Okay, that's good. So, I tell you what we can do. Let's use the pick. And let's get this ore here. Silica. So use that to make glass. Me, I'm stupid. Okay. All right, so we want a nice little beach home, huh? Let me clear the area here. Who says you can't use a pick to clear the fields and fjords, huh? No one says I. Okay. So let's go up to the inventory. Let us put some wooden walls right here at the beach. Don't know how big it needs to be. Not too big. We've kind of walled ourselves in. So let's put the door right here by the beach. He said we needed flooring, eh? So let's put the floor in. It takes straw. So we gathered these things from just, farting around. So here's a place. We can put a little bed in here. Oh, yeah. Bed requires straw and simple cloth. Apparently, we had the cloth. We need a torch. This seems dangerous in a wooden house with a straw floor to have an open flame. Seems like a bad idea. To put it, where's the best place? Right by the door. How about that? I hate that. Let's not put it there. Back down there. Why am I? Oh, inventory. The number keys correspond to the slots, but there's no indication of that. You just have to kind of be a PC gamer and assume that. Now, if I use the pick, can I remove this? No. Hammer? Yeah, that's how you do that. Let's put it here in the, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I don't like that, but we're going to have to live. So now we have a little home with a little room. Now we can also, you know what? Symmetry. It's interesting the door only requires wood, but that's convenient for us, right? Because we don't have access to anything really better. Oh, need more. So let's go cut down some more trees. Let's devastate the environment. How about that? Environment Devastator 5000. There's a zombie. He's out in the daytime. Darn him. I hear someone calling for help. Do you hear that? I think it's probably coming from down in the dungeon there. Did you notice the staircase? I hope you did. Die, zombie. We'll go down there in a minute. All right, let's put another thing there. You know what would be smart? And this would be incredibly smart. To have actual two doors, safety first, right? Otherwise, you're not going to get insurance. Okay, that's just how life is. Help me, help, it says. I'm going to come and help you. Okay, that we need, why are we putting it under the wall? But it doesn't matter. I'll put it here, just because I hate that green spot. All right, Senior NPC. Oh, no, God. It's a hornet or something, a wasp. Please leave. You know what else would be nice? Is if we had a little door here going between so that we can visit. Isn't that cool? The wasp is gone. Let's talk. This world used to be a nice place until those faults started popping up. Oh, God. I'm going to have to deal with this wasp, aren't I? Can I build a sword or anything? I need a workbench. Okay. I can build a workbench. All right, let's go over here. Let's make this our little workspace. So workbench requires 2 wood, so we can do that. Let's put it right there. Now we can make a sword. Oh yeah, heck yeah. We're going to put that in slot number 1 and just kind of slide everything else over. What else can we make? Equipment. We can make a wooden helm. Let's do it. Put it on our little head. It looks a little doofy, but hey. Okay, we need more wood for a cuirass and for greaves, but we'll get more wood. Yes, we will. You know, a bed wouldn't go amiss in here, would it? I don't know where to put it. You know, the symmetry thing is just all to hell, isn't it? Okay. We'll put this here. I tell you what. Here's how we do this. We move that. We take this torch. We put it there. That's what we do. Then we put the workbench down here. Stone and... Oh, hey, yeah, that's good. We need that too. We'll need a furnace also. Can we sleep here? How does this work? Bed unassigned. A bed can be used as a spawn point and to house an NPC when placed in a valid room. A valid room requires walls, flooring, door, and lots of... Yeah. So that's one point. Let's sleep. Do I need to worry about getting hungry? Fertilizer. Smelly gunk and straw. I need a cook pot, okay? How do I get a cook pot? I need a copper bar, okay? So I'm going to have a furnace and some copper ore to do that. But for right now, let's focus on outfitting ourselves a bit. So we got a sword. You know, pretty swish. Now we can really cut down. You know, we can channel our inner Hylian and just slash all the bushes and grass we see. Okay? It's good. I'm assuming this will come back. This will grow back, you know. I guess I should say a few words about the interface, but it should be obvious at this point. There's a mini-map in the upper right. Red dots appear to be foes. Orange NPCs. Green is me. Black is a staircase. Let's go use our sword on the zombie. Okay, he dead. Again, he's re-deaded. Okay. The butterflies do not show up on the mini-map. Let's see. I don't know how I got all this so screwed up. I want that there, this, and this over here. Okay, that sounds good to me. Now, chop it down. Wood. Let's deforest this area. Yes, I hear you calling for help. We will come down there as soon as we have our equipment. I think it'd be foolish to go into the dungeon without at least, you know, a chest piece and some greaves, right? I don't think I've noticed like any seeds from the trees dropping. We have straw, medicinal herb, bat wing, silica. Yeah, not seeing anything like that. Crafting material. Consumable. Health regen plus 10% for 120 seconds. So you see these two bars. The red one is health. I'm not sure what the blue one is. Collect some stone. Get rid of those cattails, man. Those things are invasive. I saw you. Don't think you were fooling me. Ooh, red flower. We haven't seen one of those yet, have we? All right. Let's do what we do. Let's slice it. Fire essence. What does that do? Crafting material. Well, I'm assuming it imbues something with the power of fire. You know, that seems like a, pretty solid guess, right? We don't want to go too far afield, I don't think. Well, it looks like there's some silica over here. A little bit more stone. This is a beach area here. When we have the furnace, we can make glass with this. So we can have some windows. Can we chop down the coconut? Well, I don't know if it's a coconut tree. It's a palm tree. Yeah, we can cut it down. It's very relaxing so far. Do you get anything from the little trees? No. Not really. Plant fiber. I assume that the tree... Hey, we got some seeds there from the cypress tree. We got cypress tree seed. Plant in tilled soil to grow. So we can reforest. Kind of like in Stardew. Just chop down the trees. Don't mind me. I'm destroying nature. That's all we do. This is probably enough wood, I'm sure, but... While we're here, might as well destroy everything, huh? That's how we do. Here's a victim. Floyd's following me around. Darn you, Floyd. Get your own gimmick. You know, he probably would sell me stuff now, wouldn't he? Hey, Floyd. You got anything to sell? Yeah. Yeah, get in there. Shop. What do you have? You got a stone axe, which we can't afford. We got a stone pick. You got... stone. You know, these are things I'm sure we could just make, so I'm not sure why I would yeah, I could make that right now. Why would I buy that from him? That's not you're not really pitching a good game there, Floyd. I just gotta say, I think you might be a scam artist. A scammer. That's what the world needs more of, Floyd. Scammers. You need to rethink your life choices, man. All right, it's getting dark. We need to head back. I'll get this stone. And silica. There we go. Okay. Darn you, zombie, get away from my house. Alrighty, so here we are. We're going to, you know, if we right click here, it brings it up. Okay, this, we want to make some equipment. Yeah. Wood cuirass. Yes. Wood greaves. Yes. It's good. We don't have a boot slot, but hey, that's okay. Okay, now what? We need this. Furnace, yes. Does that count as a light source? Let's just make a bunch of these. Boop. That sounds good to me. Well, we could make a better axe. Probably a good idea. Make a better pick. Why not? We have a hoe. Hammer. We don't have one of these. Might as well make one. We can't make the stone hammer now. Okay. We could make a bow. Sure. Can't make arrows, but we just need more stone for that. We should be good to go. Okay, so if we wanted a window, like right here. Ah, yes. That's cool. I'll give you one too. How about that? Neat. One there. And, you know, symmetry, right? Aha, I'm inside. You can't get me. Aha. We don't really need a window up there. We can see. So we're good. Okay. Oh no, I'm making windows. I didn't want to do that. Okay, so what would be good? Chest. Well, we're gonna get cluttered in here pretty quick, aren't we? Put it here by the door. Whatever. Okay, so we walk over here. We click here. We'll put all those extra windows in there. We'll put this in there. We'll put this in there. All these walls and this. We'll put this in there. We'll put our seed in there. We'll put this. Put all this stuff in there. All right. So let's sleep. Sleep. Then we'll go down into the dungeon and face our destiny. But I think that will have to wait for another episode, folks. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. I think it has promise so far, but I'm still holding out judgment until we see a little bit more. We're going to go down into the dungeon next time and see if we can learn more about this boss creature that's waiting for us down there, and whatever else we might be able to find delving the depths in Delverium. Well, I'm having fun, though. That's the main thing. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and be sure to like the video and share it with your friends. If you'd like to join our Discord server, there's a link down in the description below. If you'd like to join us over there, we'd love to have you. For now, though, I'll bid you adieu. Remember, wherever you are, whenever you are, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.